Good morning. Good morning. If we could ask everybody to take your seats, please, so we can get started. Thank you all so much for being here. My name is Ann Warner, and I am the CEO of WREN, the Women's Rights and Empowerment Network. WREN is a statewide, nonprofit, nonpartisan organization, and our mission is to advance the health, economic well-being, and rights of women, girls, and their families in South Carolina. We're really delighted to have you all here today, and we thank you for being here. We are really excited to be hosting the Gubernatorial Forum to highlight our state's candidates for governor and ask them about their positions on a variety of issues affecting women, girls, and men and their families in the state. We're thrilled to have an experienced journalist, formerly with WIS News, and a familiar face to most of Columbia, Megan Norman of NP Strategy, as our moderator today. Megan will be spending about 15 minutes with each candidate, and we'll be discussing issues that are important to all of us, issues like equal pay, the Me Too movement, women's health, and education and workforce in our state. We are honored to have 4 of the 9 candidates for governor with us today. We've had a couple of last-minute changes with a couple of our folks who were hoping to be here but couldn't be due to scheduling changes. Martin Berry and Phil Noble were unable to be with us this morning, but we do have 4 candidates who are here to share with us. And we believe this conversation will put a spotlight on the extremely important issues of facing women in South Carolina. The order in which the candidates are speaking today was chosen at random. And lastly, it's important to me, to the candidates, and to all of us that this is a respectful forum. And you may hear stances on issues that you very much disagree with or that you very much support. But we hope that you will limit your participation to clapping for the candidates as they take the stage or as they leave. And if there is any disruptive behavior, you'll be asked to leave. I'm sure that that will not happen with this crowd, but we thank you very much for being here. We thank you for being engaged and involved and informed, and we look forward to continuing to discuss these issues with you beyond today. So without further ado, I'm going to invite Megan Norman to kick us off this morning. Thank you again for being here.
Good morning. Thank you, Ann, and thank you all for being with us this morning for what we expect to be a very thoughtful forum on several predetermined topics, as Ann mentioned: equal pay, #MeToo movement, women's health, and education and workforce. I will be asking several questions that have been inspired by many of you sitting in this room today, for those of you who submitted questions during the registration period. Now, while we will not be taking any live audience questions, please know your voices have been heard and are being integrated into this fruitful discussion. We ask, as Ann mentioned, that you limit any outbursts. We want this to be a respectful dialogue. You are encouraged to applaud each of the candidates as they take the stage and as they are dismissed. We are limiting the candidates to approximately 2 minutes per question, give or take, and some of the questions will be repeated. As Ann also mentioned, the candidates I will be calling to the stage in an order that was randomly selected by WREN staff. So please sit back, get comfortable, and let's dig in. Please welcome our first candidate to the stage, Lieutenant Governor Kevin Bryant, a Republican candidate for governor. Lieutenant Governor, Today is Equal Pay Day. This is the day representing the amount of time women need to work in order to be paid the same as men. So for 1 year's worth of work, a woman needs to work until today, April 10th, more than 3 additional months in order to be compensated equivalent to a man. Based on data from a USC study WREN released last year, which analyzed the economic impact of increasing women's participation in the workforce, South Carolina women working full-time earned about 73 cents on the dollar compared to men working full-time in 2015. The wage gap is far wider for African American women who earned 53 cents on the dollar compared to white men in that same year of 2015. Do you believe in equal pay for women? And if so, how do we achieve it?
Well, I do believe in equal pay for everyone. I don't support the notion of government getting involved. I think the best thing government can do is promote your liberty and lower your taxes and support individual liberties. And the free market always makes these adjustments better than government intervention. And I believe the more government can get out of the way and allow free markets to thrive and leave money in your pockets, the best way we can spur our economy, leave money in your pockets so you can spend it how you see fit. I think that's the best way to close this wage gap.
And so you do acknowledge that there is a wage gap?
Yes, there is. There is. But I will tell you, I'm a small business owner. I have 34 some employees. A majority are women, and we pay them the best we can because they do a fantastic job.
The best you can, is that equal?
Actually, we pay our women more than our men. And, you know, I'll give you one example of pharmacy technicians. I just have to tell you, the female pharmacy technicians are better than the men, so do a great job.